What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Burrow77. Welcome back to the UCL live stream where we go over player props with the official starting 11s, talk about what we're looking to bet this game, and you guys can bring any questions, comments, or concerns. First things first, I want to start off with talking about some of this line movement we've been seeing here. This is yesterday's big board. This is what we were looking at yesterday in the preview video. Today, we have seen some significant line movement, and that is all because Lautaro Martinez is starting. Let me pull up in the comments here. What's going on, William Deal? Good to see you, brother. Jovan Roman, good to see you, brother. Appreciate you all for tuning in, as always. Like I said, we've seen some significant line movement here. Inter getting about minus 20 cents on the dollar worse. Barcelona getting about 15 cents on the dollar better. Draw moving around just a tad here. And like I said, it does have to do with Lautaro Martinez being in. It has moved the draw no bet price pretty significantly. So yesterday we were looking at plus 120 on Inter draw no bet. Now it's sitting around like minus 105, but shop around, get your best number. If you're a Barcelona supporter and you think they win this in regulation, you got some very advantageous line movement, assuming Lautaro Martinez isn't fully fit. So if you're a Barcelona supporter and you like Barcelona and you like the number yesterday, you should like it even more now and kind of assume that Lautaro Martinez is going to give you whatever performance he's going to give you, but he's probably not going to go the full 90. Oh, Jackpot Joey from Twitter. All right, what's good, man? Gotta edit the YouTube. No worries. Appreciate you, Jackpot Joey. Know you well from Twitter, so appreciate you tuning in, as always, brother. The over-under here, like I said in the preview video, I'm not super trying to get involved in this. The 3.5 at plus 135. If you think we see another goal fest is very appealing. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if we're going to see another goal fest here. Typically, these second legs start kind of cagey. Each team feels each other out. I don't hate either of these two team totals. If you want to get on Inter, I think they have a tremendous amount of value at a plus number here at plus 105. And Barcelona is a fair number at minus 108, definitely better than yesterday. So I'm just going to kind of leave it at that. I think this game is probably going to see a little bit of a cagey first half and maybe an explosive second half. If we get a goal here in the first half, that would be cool. It keeps the game moving. It keeps the props moving. It puts pressure on a team to respond. So let's get into these starting 11s and talk about a little bit of what I'm seeing. Because the first thing I'm going to is I really like Denzel Dumfries. I told you guys last week that I really like Denzel Dumfries. I didn't know that he was going to score a bicycle goal, fucking header, and get an assist. I didn't think he was going to have 3 goal contributions. But we have seen that they clearly look for Denzel Dumfries as their primary target on set pieces. Barcelona does struggle with defending set pieces. I like Dumfries for a shot on target. Plus 135 over on Caesars is the best number I found. And I like Denzel Dumfries to attempt 2 or more shots over 1.5 shots. And the best price for that is plus 175 on FanDuel. I've already locked both of those in. Those are like my favorite straight bets of the day, on top of some other stuff we're going to talk about. Let me see here. I have 5 official bets that I like as straights when it comes to player props. And then the rest of what I'm going to do here is I'm going to talk through and I'm going to work kind of around building some same game parlays for the FanDuel, DraftKings, different sportsbook promos. So yeah, Dumfries shot on target, plus 135 Caesars. One of my official plays, one of my favorite plays, one that's in the Discord. Dumfries over 1.5 shots, plus 175 on FanDuel is the other one. The next thing I'm going to talk about is I know he got short subbed last week. It was because he picked up another card, and Inzaghi just doesn't love playing guys who are on cards, I guess. But this is a winner-go-home game. It's at home. It's in the San Siro. Martinez is banged up. Calhanoglu, primary penalty kick taker. Guy's got a howitzer for a leg. I think this midfield is going to be shooting and looking to do work again. I'm going right back to the Turk, and I'm taking Calhanoglu for a shot on target and plus 155 over on DK. I'm not saying that there's going to be a penalty awarded in this game, and if there is one, I'm not saying it's going to go to Inter. I just think it's important to know who the penalty kick taker is. It's going to be Calhanoglu. Even if Martinez is still on the pitch, they've gone away from Martinez. He struggled in the World Cup. He has hit a couple of cents, but Calhanoglu just puts a shit ton of pace on the ball, picks a corner, and it's really, really hard for the keeper to stop it. He's got a really high conversion percentage too. So I think it's going to be Calhanoglu. The other guys in this midfield, I like Bellerin to take a shot. You're getting not as nearly as good of prices on guys. Like none of these guys just to take a single shot are anywhere close to plus money. Like Bellerin was a guy we worked in our same game parlay last week. Mkhitaryan's another guy I like for a shot on target. He had one last week as well. DeMarco, again, he was short subbed and he is dealing with a bit of a knock. So it's important to keep an eye out on that. Inter is deep in the midfield here, and they will make rotations as long as this game is tight to try and keep them in it. Or if they are leading to defend a lead, we will see guys switch out and be replaced in this midfield as needed to try and get the score where Inter wants it, and so Inter can advance. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, please throw them in the chat, the comments. I'll be sure to address them. I'm going to talk about some Barcelona player props I like here. As I mentioned, Lewandowski on the bench. That goes right in line with what Hansi Flick was saying. He said Louis wasn't going to start, probably is going to be available off the bench. So I like Fran Torres here, and especially if you have Bet365 in your state, the sub on play on feature is huge. I like Fran Torres for over 2.5 shots. Torres just jacks for chicks when he gets the ball. He's not really looking to pass. He's not looking to distribute. He's just up there jacking them. So over 2.5 shots sitting at minus 120 on DraftKings. Like I said, if you have Bet365 available in your state, I really like that for the sub on play on, because if he gets subbed off, his likely sub is Lewandowski, and Louis will be looking to shoot right away. The other one I like is, no surprise, Rafinha away to score or assist at a plus money number. It's plus 115 on DraftKings, plus 105 on FanDuel. I personally took it on FanDuel because I like their softer assist grading market better. If a guy shoots a shot and it comes off the woodwork and it goes to an offensive player and it goes in for a goal, that's a FanDuel assist. If the keeper makes a big save and gives up a rebound and it goes in, that's a FanDuel assist. If you draw a penalty kick in the box and you're not the one who makes the penalty kick, that's a FanDuel assist. So the soft assist grading market there is worth the 10 cents on the dollar all day, every day. So I took Rafinha to score or assist plus 105 over on FanDuel, as well as Torres over 2.5 shots at minus 120 on DraftKings. Some of the other stuff I would definitely be interested in as far as straight bets go is I would look right at Danny Olmo shot on target. I saw a good price on that. Minus 135 on DK. It's definitely juicy, but he had that in the first half last game. I know he can be substituted and likely will be probably around the 65th, 75th minute. So Olmo for a shot on target at minus 135. I'm good paying the juice there if you want to get involved in Olmo shot on target. Again, I do want to mention that Inter had a ton of a ton of luck and a ton of ability to move the ball going up the right-hand side with Dumfries, with Bellera, with Martinez. So I like to attack that right-hand side again. I would look straight at Pedri for a card. I would look at Martin for a card. I would look at Martinez for a card. Obviously, no Koundé here, so you got Eric Garcia playing left back. That's not a terrible look for a card as well. Some other guys to look for cards as far as Inter goes is DeMarco, Bastoni, Bisek, Dumfries. Dumfries is a good look for a card as well. He's going to need to defend and be back as well as get forward in the offense. And he was out for a couple of games with a knock and didn't make the starting 11. So he's not looking at very much card trouble or card suspension. So I would look right at Dumfries as well. What do you think about Rafinha? 2 shots on target from outside the box prop in FanDuel plus 900. I think you're asking for a lot there. So you're asking for Rafinha to pull up from outside of the box twice and put both of them on target when they showed that they had good ball movement and got inside the box fairly well on Inter. Let me pull up last game's numbers and let's compare and contrast shots inside the box to outside the box. Look, I know you're looking for a long shot, and I don't hate long shots. I just think that that's a fucking ripoff of a number. Plus 900 for 2 shots on target from outside the box. It should be a lot better than that. Like, a lot better than that. So let's look at the shot map here. So look, Barcelona did take a good amount of shots from outside of the box. Yamal, Olmo had a shot on target from outside the box. Pedri shot one from outside the box. It was nowhere fucking close. Rafinha, 1 shot on target outside the box. Yamal blocked shot outside the box. Rafinha shot outside the box. Blocked. Rafinha shot outside the box. Shot on target. 65 and 3. Yeah, so look, you're saying that because he had 3 shots on target from outside the box last time that you expect him to repeat that performance at plus 900. I think it's a fucking ripoff of a number. I want 200, like 20 to 1 or longer there, just so you know, just for the bets. If you want to take it, the data's there. He took 3 shots from outside the box. He put 2 of them on target last game. I can tell you how many shots he took in total and how many he put on target. But yeah, I think that's a fucking atrocious number. Like, I'm not going to lie to you. He took 4 shots, or he took 5 shots, 1 inside the box, 3 outside the box. 3 of them went on target. 3 of them went on target, 1 on target, 2 on target, 3. Yeah, 3 on target from outside the box, 1 blocked. If you want to play it, I just think it's a trash number. I don't hate where your head's at trying to find a long shot. I just think that's not a very good number. What's going on, John Smile? Good to see you. Dumfries, yep, we're all over Dumfries' leg. Appreciate you tuning in as always. Michael, good to see you. AC Milan Mike on Twitter. Love seeing AC Milan Mike. He's a great follow. He does good, very, very good Serie A write-ups. One of my Serie A homies and a fellow AC Milan supporter. So appreciate you tuning in, Big Mike. Be sure to check his stuff out on Twitter as well. In the under, I'm not touching the over-under this game leg, but I do very much like I said, Fran Torres over 2.5 shots, minus 120. Dumfries over 1.5 shots at plus 175 on FanDuel. Dumfries shot on target, plus 135 Caesars. Kalahulungu shot on target, plus 155 DK. And Rafinha to score or assist, plus 105 on FanDuel. Risky, but probably not in your wheelhouse. But thoughts on Pedri under 0.5 shots, plus 120. Okay, that's not a bad look. Pedri did shoot once last game. and he shot from outside the box, and he took a shot in give me a second here. Stats. Where was the Pedri shot? Yeah, here it was. It was in the 55th minute, and then he got subbed off around the 85th minute. I told you, ES Gunnar, this is a good pickup. I told you that Pedri doesn't have a ton of shots in the UCL, and that trend has kind of continued. He's got 5 shots overall. He's only put 1 of them on target. I don't hate taking a Pedri under shots. I just will emphasize this is a win or go home game. So if you see space and you think you have that in your bag, you should probably shoot it. That said, again, Pedri has only taken 5 shots in this will be his 14th start, 15th match appearance. And he's only got 5 shots, and he hasn't taken multiple in any games. And he's only put 1 on target. So I don't hate that logic and line of thinking, ES Gunnar. I think at plus 120, that's a fair price. I think that's a really fair price, and I kind of dig it. I might end up riding with you on that one for a cup of coffee. So I like what you're looking at. I like where your head's at, ES Gunnar. That's a good look. I'm sorry, I'm sold on the San Siro energy. Yo, hey, listen, Jackpot Joey, I'm all in. I'm all here for the San Siro hype. It's Puta Barca all day long. You see the Madrid flag. You guys have seen my content before. At least most of you guys in here have. I do content with Leg. I know John Smile. I've seen his name a bunch. I know William Deal. I've seen Jackpot Joey a bunch on Twitter. So you guys know it's all Puta Barca for me. I like Inter Milan. I said it in the preview video. I liked them on the draw no bet a lot better at plus 120. I do think this one could be destined for extra time and PKs. I don't hate putting a cup of coffee on Inter to win in extra time and Inter to win in PKs and splitting a couple of bets like that. I think that's a really good idea, and some nice value there. Unbeaten at home in over 900 games in the UCL. Look, yeah, there's a reason that we say the San Siro is a fortress. This is an incredible building. It's ancient. They're talking about rehabbing it. Inter is very, very good. Inter has made the UCL semifinals and the finals recently. They played Man City in the finals. 2 years ago, 3 years ago, whatever that was. So yeah, I like Inter at home in the San Siro. It should be a Herculean effort for Barcelona to come away with a win here. I think it's going to be a fantastic game. Dre, good to see you as always, my brother. Appreciate you tuning in. I was chatting with you up in the Discord, so appreciate you tuning in as always. Hyped, but I believe it. That's what I'm talking about. Jackpot Joey's. We're all here for it. I like Inter as well. Do you guys have any more questions, comments, or concerns? I really did like that shout out that ES Gunnar threw up here. So I might end up tailing him on that. Unless you guys have any other questions, comments, or concerns, I'm going to try and work on a bankroll builder, I guess, here for one of the DraftKings promos. I do have a long shot same game parlay I'm doing on FanDuel that I posted in the Discord. I'll tweet it out and I'll share it here real quick for you, but it's obviously a long shot. It's going to be Marcus Thuram to score assist just because I don't want to have my cash tied up in a maybe good to go, maybe not good to go Lautaro Martinez. Yamal to score assist because I'm going to be involved in Rafinha heavily in some other parlays, and Danny Olmo for a shot on target. That's plus 746, boosted to plus 790 on FanDuel. So, yeah, that's what I'm rocking with. Give me a second while I tweet this out. Oh, cool. Sorry. I know this is terrible television, guys. I know it sucks when I'm not being entertaining and talking. I just want to get this up, and then I can share the link for you guys so you can see it. And again, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, throw them in the chat. We'll be sure to address them, and we'll work on trying to build a DK bankroll builder, quote unquote, here. So give me 1 second so I can get this up on Twitter. And I'm going to tag TwoFootTalk because I know Leg got my back like that. So let me post that up, share the link for you guys here. Bang. So yeah, keep adding any questions, comments, or concerns you guys might have. I'll be sure to address them. But yeah, let's work on building out a quote unquote bankroll builder here for DraftKings. So that's what I'm going to kind of work on next. I lean the under 2. I'm right there with you, Fernando. Inter to score first. I love that. Set the tone at the San Siro. Scored first last game, scored first this game. Try and get a better result. I like all of that. I like that line of thinking for sure. Inter to score first at plus 100, now minus 120. Like that, like the nice getting ahead of closing line value. You obviously have been here a bunch with us doing live shows, Fernando. I know you know very well how to gamble, so I like that a lot. One thing I will mention that I think is important, despite that being a 3-3 result, Inter only put up 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shots last game. So they were incredibly clinical with their shot finishing. I would expect that trend to continue. Inter does tend to be pretty clinical. Volume in shots is likely going to come from Barcelona. Accurate or clinicalness is going to be more of Inter's specialty. I would look at Sommer's goalkeeper saves if you're interested in that. I think you could probably run up a pretty high amount there. Sommer is going to need to be standing on his head, and he's going to be seeing a lot of shots. So I kind of like that. Is something to look at there. Let me pull up DraftKings and let's start kind of working on a little quote unquote bankroll builder. I know I used almost shot on target on my FanDuel one. So I'm probably going to go look at Rafinha shots on target for this one. I'm sorry, I'm going to do this on my phone just because it doesn't ask me for 2-factor authentication. And I don't have to wait as long, and I already opted into the boost, so I can at least make sure that I know what we're talking about. Okay, so we need same game parlays, minimum of plus 300 odds, plus 3+ legs. All right, we got that. We got that in the bag for sure. Champions League. Barcelona versus Inter. Player shots. Let's take Rafinha. Shot on target. All right, so we got to get to plus 300. Plus 300. Let's go with a Yamal shot on target, minus 185. Let's go with a Mkhitaryan shot at minus 185. And who else do we do? De Jong to shoot. When's the last time De Jong took a shot? We can find out. Let's check FB Ref. DEJONG. Frankie De Jong. Check out his Champions League stat. Champions League only. Okay, so he's only taken 4 shots. He's done it in 3 games. Nah, I don't like a Frankie de Jong shot. Fuck. All right, well, let's go with Yamal shot on target. Let's add one of them in there. Oh, we already got that. So we got Yamal shot on target. We got Mkhitaryan to take a single shot. Going for Rafinha, 2 shots on target at plus 180. I kind of like that. Gets us plus 625. I do like Mkhitaryan to take a shot. Yeah, I'm gonna rock that. Well, that's not really a bankroll builder though. So if we take out Rafinha, 2 shots on target and make it 1 shot on target, we're sitting at plus 252. And then I don't know. Does game going over to 1.5 get us there at minus 160? Yeah, it does. Okay, so that'll be the nice little bankroll builder. We'll do Yamal shot on target, Mkhitaryan to take a shot, Rafinha shot on target, game to have over 1.5 goals. That's plus 315, boosted to plus 419 on DraftKings. So that's what I'm going to call my bankroll builder / who fucks this up parlay. And I'll tweet that out, and yeah, I'll be sure to share that link as well. Real quick before we get out of here, because I am gonna need to jet, are there any other questions, comments, or concerns? I'm gonna do my plugs as well, and then yeah, I'm gonna hit the road and get in my last couple of bets. All right. And getting my last couple of bets. So, yeah, questions, comments, or concerns, throw them in here. We'll quickly address them. ES Gooner, really like this look. I am going to sprinkle that. I'm with you. I'm going to take the fuck Pedri bet. So I'm here for it. Before I get out of here, I do want to remind you guys, please be sure to like and subscribe right here on youtube.com/@Burrows772. It costs you guys absolutely nothing, and your subscription goes a very long way into helping me out and bringing you free content each and every week. It supports all of this stuff that I do. It's the best way you can help me for free, so please subscribe. That way I can qualify for ad revenue eventually here from YouTube. It's the best way to help me out. I cannot stress that enough. Please like, subscribe, comment on the videos. It's the best thing you can do for free. If you are looking for some additional ways to support me, I have a Discord for $15 a month. That is linked right down here below in the description. All of that goes towards helping me continue to get better, bring you more videos, do stuff for free, and you get all of my picks, and you get to join a great community with Bird, Dre, all the other guys in the Discord. So appreciate you guys. Please do make sure to check that stuff out. Links are down below in the description, as well as like on all my social media pages. As far as social media stuff goes, I don't have a graphic for that one. Follow me at BurOaks77, Twitter, Instagram, X, what have you. Thuram shot on target, Lamine shot on target, Rafinha shot on target, Mkhitaryan 1 shot plus 998 with 33% on DK. I definitely don't hate that. That's with Thuram to score or assist. Yeah, I definitely like that, Jackpot Joey. That's definitely a little bit more of a long shot. Like I said, I incorporated Thuram to score an assist in my FanDuel long shot that I posted. I was trying to do a little bit more of a bankroll builder there on DK. And I am going to make one with Rafinha 2 shots on target. So just letting you guys know, that's where I'm at. Appreciate you tuning in. As always, I will have a preview for the PSG Arsenal match up around 8 p.m. tonight. I know people get busy with MLB, with NHL playoffs, with NBA playoffs. So I will be tweeting about that throughout the night and reminding you guys on the preview video tomorrow morning as well with some promotional tweets. And we will be going live again here at right around 2:15 p.m. Eastern to talk about PSG versus Arsenal. Should be another banger of a match, a little more closely contested there. So it will be interesting. So yeah, appreciate you guys. Again, please be sure to like and subscribe, youtube.com/@BurOaks772. It goes a long way to helping me out, and you get notified when we go live and do all this stuff. So hopefully I was able to help, got you guys a couple parlays, got you some official plays. It's Forza Inter, baby. Puto Barca. We outside. And until next time, I look forward to seeing you at the window. Oaks out. Doses. We outside.